Good evening, everybody. Rebecca here to quickly go over the budget plan for November 2024. November is almost upon us. It's crazy. I have officially been working these two full-time jobs for 120 days as of tonight, Monday, October 21st. So, things are going well. I am definitely making some progress, and I just want to go over what November is going to look like for me. And as always, I will share what my projected savings rate is hopefully going to be for November. So, starting at the top here, as always, I have the two full-time jobs. So job A is the job that I have had for years. Job B is this second job that I have been working for 120 days now. So usually y'all can see my income, my paychecks are about $23.50 from the job that I have had for years. My second paycheck is projected to be a little bit higher. This is because I actually took the first week of November off from my first job. And when I do that, since I'm a third shift worker, I am allowed to take extra hours to account for the shift differential that I am missing out on whenever I take vacation. So I take a few extra hours to be cashed out of my vacation balance to make up for that difference, and that's fine by me, but it means that this second paycheck that I'll get in November from this first job is going to be a little bit higher than what it usually is. So that is why my total income for the month is about $9,500. Now, usually I do have a little bit of carryover too. I just got an AdSense payout today. That is my YouTube income, so I'm not expecting one in November. I typically get paid out every other month. I just don't post as much as I used to since I am working these two jobs, but yeah, I make the best of it, right? Looking at my bills and spending section, this is always very basic looking. Whenever I set up my budgets, y'all know, things come up every month, and I usually end up spending way more than what I budget for, but that's life. I just think it's more important to keep track of things as you go along and be aware of your spending. For instance, my personal and miscellaneous spending, my year-to-date total column here, y'all can see it's a lot. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. Really, a lot of this is from the October spending that I have done so far, but we'll talk about that whenever I do the October budget review. Anyhow, first things first, for my bills and spending, my mortgage payment is $820 like always. The amount that I owe on this house as of November 1st is $124,527.99. My utility bill, I am budgeting $150. Internet, $70.25. Still waiting on that fiber to be hooked up. After that, we have gas and car wash for the month. I'm budgeting $100 there. Food and household, I'm budgeting $1,000 there. If you've been with me for a while, I know this sounds like a ton for one person and 2 cats and a dog. It is. I use the Cook Unity meal delivery service while I'm working these two jobs. It helps me out a lot, so I know y'all will see much lower food and household budgets for people out here in the YouTube space, but mine is high because I am working these two jobs, and for me, it's worth it. Yard care, I budget $150 for that every month. I have never actually hit $150. So I expect it to be lower, but I just want to budget adequately for it. So if for some reason my neighbor comes and takes care of the yard every single week for me, then that would be $150 a month. Meds, vitamins, protein. I'm not expecting to need anything in November, but if something pops up, I just get it because I have to have it. Again, my year-to-date totals, I like to keep track of what I'm spending per year just on my prescription medication, my vitamins, and my whey protein that I supplement. And so far, we're, approaching $1,000 per year. And then lastly, personal and miscellaneous. I'm not budgeting specifically for anything, but I usually spend something, as y'all can see. So my spending this year has been up a lot because, as you know, my husband bought this house for us over in Sweden, and there's just a lot of things that I want for the house, and I will buy for the house. Yes, I need to be saving and investing as much as I possibly can, but there's just some things that are non-negotiable for me that I want for the new house, and I am willing to spend the money for it. So things come up every month. I have some big ticket items that I am slowly kind of getting for our house, and that just is what it is, and it is adding up to be a pretty significant amount year to date. Not all of this is house spending. A lot of it is just personal spending for me. So yeah, maybe I ought to have separated those things out and made the house purchases separate, but it's too late now. So it just is what it is. But total budgeted for spending for November is a little bit less than $2,300 for the month. And if I can stick to that, that means that I would have a lot left over for saving and investing in my fire tracking portion of the budget. So this portion of the budget is just for channel members only. I show the actual numbers at the end of the month when I do my budget reviews, but for just public subscribers to my channel, I still show my savings rate every month and my Am I Financially Independent Yet percentage progress to my fire number. Now, I have it blocked out since this is a budget planning video because this number is from last year. I keep track of my portfolio total in this box right here. We are not into November yet of 2024, so this balance is reflective of November 2023. So my percentage progress towards my fire number is not accurate, and this has confused people before, so I just block it out for the budget planning videos. Anyhow, let's see if I am actually able to stick to this budget exactly, if everything goes exactly according to plan, what my savings rate for the month would actually be. So we just copy and paste everything from the budgeted column over into the actual column. And wow, it's really motivating to see that. An almost 80% savings rate would be amazing. I would love to hit that, but yeah, y'all know I usually do end up doing some spending every month. So, you know, we'll just see what it is come the end of November, but almost 80% would be pretty cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the November budget plan video. Like I say, stuff comes up every single month, so what I plan for usually does not happen exactly the way that I think, but we'll see how it goes. I will see you guys at the end of November for the November budget review. As always, I appreciate you watching if you've made it all the way to the end, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, y'all.